Smile More,
a show that's dedicated to bringing you some knowledge and a little twinkle to your day.
We cover topics about life, daily tips, all favorite things, with the purpose of helping to bring a smile to your face.
So if there's anybody out there wanting to turn that frown upside down, you want to shine bright like a star or a diamond, you ain't gotta worry about people being all sad in their videos, trying to make you feel all depressed, stressed, and less. Come to Smile More. Hey y'all, I'm Lily.
This is Tara.
And this is Check This, where we just go back and forth on like random and different things. Yo, what do you think about deja vu? How often do you deja vu?
Not often.
Or have deja vu?
Not often do I have deja vu. Not often. I do think it is a thing, but for it to all process and click that, I just had deja vu, not often for me. What about you?
Same, not often.
Like
once every couple of years or something, or at least it feels like it. But like, what feeling do you get when it happens? Because it's always fascinating, because if nothing else, everybody says it feels like I've done this before, but it's in situations where you know you haven't done it before.
Right. Or it comes, or I think too, in a sense, it happens, or you reliving it out in a dream, or you feel like you've done it, for me, and then it's like, did this just really happen again, or I forecasted it, or knew, kind of. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it happens enough to me, or for me to recognize it and to make a big deal about it, to be able to actually speak on having it or having an experience like that with deja vu. No.
What do you think is happening?
I don't know.
Do you think it's happened already, or is it a new experience?
And then me, I try not to tap into that whole what's really going on, or did this just really happen, or
I want to know.
You do kind of want to know.
It's so real, but it could be like a baby coming out and you holding the baby fresh out of this womb, but you get a couple of seconds of deja vu, like.
Right. I don't know. It's a weird, like I say, and it doesn't happen enough for me to be able to go deeper, or to sit in it, to be like, like for other people. But I've heard other people speak on it heavily, or especially premonitions, or the whole, I woke up and it happened literally the way I dreamed about it, or what is that? What's the movie that all that is going on? Final Destination. Where you literally see it in front of your eyes, and then within minutes or days or however long that it literally plays out that way. Like I felt I was gonna have a wreck, and then next month you have a wreck. Right. Damn.
That was exactly like
yeah. Because like I say, I didn't know her. It was like a casual conversation. It would have been you with a coworker bringing them in, and that's the kind of the setting it was for me. A friend, and her friend was like, my back really was hurting, and I couldn't figure out, I don't lift stuff, I don't do this, I don't do that. And a month later, she was in a car wreck and hit from the back, and she was like, I felt like, I knew something was going to happen, because my back started hurting out of nowhere before I had the accident. And I was like, why your back just couldn't be hurting because your back was hurt? You weren't drinking water. You know what I'm saying? But for people to connect it to that, it's just kind of like I don't have those thoughts.
Right.
Or at least if I am, I'm not putting it together like that. That's just me.
And it's a matter of, I don't even want that to happen. So like, I don't want to think too hard about that.
Yeah.
Well, I saw an interesting research, and basically they did an MRI scan on the brain. Now, how they went about this, I don't know, but supposedly, I'm gonna just say, because this could have been the case. I saw it a long time ago, but this could have been the case. While these people were having deja vu, it scanned the brain to see what's happening in the brain. The area that lit up was the frontal cortex. Had to go look up and see what that's about. It's about decision making. I was like, decision making? Deja vu? Like, what is the brain trying to decide?
Yeah.
So then I just started looking at the different parts of the brain and what it does and so forth. The memory part, the hippocampus, it does not light up at all.
Really?
So if it's deja vu,
What?
the memory's not lighting up. Decision making is lighting up. So it's as if the brain is trying to decipher between has this happened before or not, is what I came to a conclusion with.
It's how all that come together and stems. Really? Oh, wow.
So then it makes you think, these events, have they actually happened before, or is it a new situation? Brain doesn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was fascinated.
Very much so. Now that got me thinking. But part of me still, like I say, I feel like when it happens, I really can't decipher. You know what I'm saying? Like whether if it is you reliving or you revisiting something.
Or is it a new experience?
Yeah,
but what is it?
experience?
It like takes over your,
Yeah.
like slow motion, and you're like, hold up, this is new.
Yeah, I don't know. I can tell you. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, what else I got randomly? Have you heard about just recently another podcast, B Simone? Have you heard?
Oh yeah, we're her best friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this and it's
Skylar,
funny.
that's her?
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know what year. I'm probably got this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, and it was funny because we was just talking about it. So like a week ago, so a week ago today, she got on there and was like, she don't bathe.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that was weird.
What are we talking about? I'm like, why is she volunteering this information?
That first of all, and that's where I came. That's where it was a hesitation for me. And I mean, for her to be brave enough to say it, great. But as a human, or just as women, I don't know. Hygiene, I don't know. I wouldn't put that out there in the atmosphere.
Oh yeah, we got open parts.
Yeah.
It seeps naturally, and then
pH balance, like a whole lot. Even, and like I say, even if she wasn't on the platform she was on, or just as a regular person, I don't know. And not from a judgmental standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like if I
you're
don't,
just trying to figure out.
yeah, I just was it was really me trying to figure out for men. And not that it's a double standard, I wouldn't want anybody or, just in general to go that long or to just be able to say, and because we're busy or we're doing this, we're doing that. And it was just like, that's a long time to go.
A long time ago.
To go without taking a shower. Like 3
But
days.
I will say, I did think, well, for her to boldly be saying this, because I saw something else, she said it somewhere else too. So I'm like, for her to be saying it like this and just feel so convicted behind it, she must really feel like daily showering isn't necessary. So I can't knock that. And then it does make you think, well, shit, you know what I'm saying? I shower every day. But then you be like, if you're keeping it real, well, it's been times. You know?
It's one thing to say it's been times, but on a day-to-day basis, or it's been times. Yeah, okay. It's 365 days in a year. If it's 365, I'll probably shower with 350 of them.
I got to spot.
Yeah. Although I'm not even knocking the fact that how long or the steps you go within it, because again, this is just probably me watching too much TV, but it was on some little random like Oprah or something. My husband only lets us take 2-minute showers and he's in there with a clock, because it's like, you really don't need to be in there with the water. Like, listen, I'm not one that's in the shower for 30 minutes and just letting the water roll. No, but it was a man on there that was like, he literally had like a stopwatch back then, or for the little kids, that old school timer, and once it all right, get out the shower. And I was like, he's really giving him 2 minutes to wash and to like, it was very intentional. Like the family was like, I go here, and my 2 minutes is up, and it was just like, dang, I wouldn't want that pressure.
Oh man, you missed some spots. You missed some creases.
Yeah, but for her, it was just like dang, I don't know. And then I think it was just which I'm not gonna knock, it was the boldness and the honesty, or to be able to stand on it and say. And I digged her, like, half of y'all in the comments saying it's nasty, but y'all don't even do it. Right. It was just kind of like, girl.
I saw something where this daddy was trying to put the whole house on a budget, and they wasn't allowed to use more than 2 squares of the toilet tissue.
Oh, you ain't wiping.
Terrible.
You ain't
What is he
wiping.
doing? Yeah.
And so that's what I say. It makes me tap into thinking: is it a thing of you not want to use, you overusing, or it's excessive, or
Saving.
what's the point? Yeah.
And then if you're working out,
Yeah, I cannot leave that. But see, for me, I think, and it could be mental. For me, I cannot sleep. I don't sleep. Well, I can sleep, but I don't sleep as good as I do if I was to take a shower and if I didn't.
oh, you're right.
Like,
it's nothing like it.
yes, I literally, for whatever reason, I toss and turn. Like, I wake up like, like, I don't feel, it's not a smooth sail. God is my witness. And again, it could be mental. Something is about it to where if I'm like dead tired, even if it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and my husband gets so mad, he's like, why was y'all moving? What was you doing? And I was like, I woke up, and then it was just like, let me jump in the shower. And when I got in the shower, I came back to bed, and it was just like, I'm out like a light. Yeah. Yes. But it will wake me up out of it.
That's funny.
So yeah, to not, I mean, kudos to who don't. Yeah, to each his own. But I thought it was brave of her to say it and to sit in it and to own it.
I'm like, that's y'all Skyline Raiders. Like, she was saying some stuff. I'm like,
that's out there.
Yeah,
or pretty risque.
I get.
Yeah. But I guess it just get people buzzing. But for me, it's a situation of me sitting back like, I don't know if I can roll with that one. You know, like get your mind like, wait, I don't know if I can.
And it's the whole race thing, because supposedly, because it was in the news not too long ago about some celebrity, and they didn't look like us that didn't shower. I forgot. And then somebody else that came out and said, yeah, you don't need to shower every day. So, like, it's being talked about, Yeah. And so, like, if it fits you,
Yeah. Showering is a must. Now, I can go, I'll probably say maybe not even a month. But I don't bathe, like sit in the bathtub weekly. But I'm not going the whole month without it. I try to, but showers
about bathtubs too.
Yeah,
they're like, you sit in your own dirty.
But even in that, but when I bathe, I still get up and take a shower.
Right.
So I do understand. But see, when I bathe, when it's a situation I'm sitting in the bathtub, that's like Epsom salt, like something achy, something hurt.
Okay.
When I don't have the time to do that every day, of course, but it does come to that is you just sit there. I ain't never took a bath because you're sitting in the same dirty water. Technically you are, but that's why you get up and you run the shower for like 3 minutes and you wash it off. But like you say, to each his own. Crazy. One of those things.
Okay. I didn't even think about this. You very well could have. I feel dumb, but it makes so much sense.
What?
Fruits. Apparently, water-based fruits are the best for us because it like gives oxygen to what's dormant in our bodies. So we shouldn't be loading up on, not saying that we are, but like we should make sure we're getting water-based fruits versus like dry fruits or like bananas and stuff.
Really?
So like pineapple, strawberries, peaches, anything with water, that's really what we're supposed to be. And it makes so much sense. And then now that I'm saying it out loud, water and oxygen are synonymous. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, and I eat a lot of bananas. And I eat all the fruits too, but I just didn't recognize the importance of the water-based fruits.
Me neither. Not to give concentration on but I don't eat too much dry fruit.
Me neither.
I'm not a dry fruit person.
Maybe if it's in like some oatmeal or something. But like to actually be eating or buy a whole box of dry fruit.
Like dried peaches. I see people eat it as like a snack or something, but yeah.
Have you tried the chip versions of fruits? Like at H-E-B or at the one of the grocery stores where the certain ones will have Central Market or something.
No.
They'll have trial. Yeah, I tried them.
Fruit? That's all beverage now.
Hey now.
Yeah, like lemons, oranges.
Do you taste it?
It's more so for garnishing purposes and so to look good, but you essentially you cut just as you would an orange, a lemon, or a lime. And my sister makes it in the air fryer to where it can just like suck all that out of it, and you let it sit. And the longer you let it sit to dry out, the longer it lasts. Because it took some trial and error for a while because I think we wasn't getting the moisture out, and in 2 days they'll be molded because it was still moist, so it still had some of the water base. And it was like, wow, stuff didn't work. What happened here? And then the more we researched, it was like, y'all not letting it dehydrate long enough. And then once we figured it out, and I mean, you talking about an orange peel, taking it from here to about here, and it just sitting in there for like 4 hours, 4 to 6. And it lasts probably I say It lasts for a good amount. I know it at least lasts 4 months because that was me between the time her doing it and the last one I had. So who knows over time, but that was, we did a round and it lasts me about 4 months. And like I said, I just put it in a drink for more so garnishing than because it's on the peel, it's on the whole and everything still, but.
Oh my.
Yeah, I ain't never just tapped into dry fruit.
And that shows how much water comes out if it goes from that large size.
Yes, I'm talking. Imagine even a lime.
Yeah, right.
We get a large lime. We buy large limes, and then it still shrink down to about that much. And it literally just sits. And you probably noticed it and just didn't pay attention or didn't really give a shit. I mean, care. But they usually garnish it on like the side of a cup of a cocktail or something.
Okay.
But once I'm done with it, I'm not still digesting it. It's just still just to sit and be cute. That's it. I ain't never ate it, drunk it, or
right. You should. It's still fruit.
Yeah, at the end of the day, and it was fresh at some point before it was dried out. Yeah, but I don't even like it in like trail mix or when I see it. That's some stuff that I start like putting to the side or
and just eat the oat or something.
Or the M&Ms. Or I eat the peanuts, walnuts. I eat the nuts out of it, but yeah, but
raisins,
naturally
you like raisins.
No, I do not eat raisins.
You eat olives.
No, I don't eat olives. I'm a very funky eater.
Yeah, I used to and I turned. I don't want them no more. Yeah. But
Yeah. What else? I did. Let me see. Yeah, don't laugh at me. I've got into it, but it's taking some time. The whole do-it-yourself projects. Okay.
You've been doing good. The walls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. She giving me props. Y'all hear that? Yes. I've had a couple fails. I've made some Christmas stuff. I saw it looked so easy, and I guess that's the good thing about it too. I'm starting small, everything for whatever reason, and I saw those stupid TikTok thanks to you. So how
okay, good.
Yeah, it was after your birthday. We was talking about.
You said,
yes. It's after your birthday, and I was like, and it was just a bunch of Christmas stuff and stuff from the Dollar Tree, and for whatever reason. I literally followed the exact same steps, but you know how you can see something and it could be something as small as lighting or something that made it look different from yours because it came out, I think it just photographed well because of course when I looked at it against mine, it was just like, that looked like something that was made and not bought. You know what I'm saying? How you get that feeling?
But the first time you saw it, it looked like...
Yes, it looked like it came fresh out of Z Gallery or something, and it was just like...
See, you don't be trusting me.
Yes, I was so disappointed.
You know what? You saw them teddy bears I made.
Yeah.
I wanted them all. Let me go back and look. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It was one of those, but again... I see so much stuff, or you start thinking, or when it comes down to buying it for face value, if you saw it in your Macy's or in the same idea of, I could make that same thing for $20. Why would I spend $200?
Right.
It taps into you, and then it messes with your creative side too. Because I was just still, like you say, excited that let me see if I can do it.
But it's still cute without looking at the other picture.
It is. Okay. It's still cute. And that's what I say. I think it's almost the mental side of it, like.
Knowing, you were supposed to look like this.
Yes, when in reality she could have had a room that was fully lit up as to how she took the picture and how she photographed it to make that video versus I'm just looking at it.
All of that. Who knows?
Yeah, it was just like, why mine look like that, but it don't look like that, if that makes sense. And it was just like, well, I gave it a go, and like I said, it didn't discourage me, but I was just, like you say, amazed at how much stuff people are putting together with like random objects, random things, and the idea of before and after, because I don't know, I guess I've never just really clicked on it or tapped on it to where it would be in my stream on Facebook or social media, but when I tapped on it in TikTok that day, it started then feeding over to Facebook all in my phone, and I was like, people out here really just making stuff, and I don't know if it has to do with the Christmas holidays, but I literally came across 10 videos like, I'm gonna try it, and that was my first one. But I know you crafty, or you like, but for me to not have a creative bone in my body or to just sit down, it was just kind of one of those like, I really like the way that look. Let me see if I can mimic that. I was excited.
See that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
freaking TikTok.
Everything's on there. But now I got trust issues, you know? Did y'all really use these products?
Yes, and it literally went, of course, how she staged it out. She showed it to us, these was my items, this was...
You got the same, basically...
All of it came from Dollar Tree, that's why I wasn't tripping.
Okay, that's even better. That's where she got it from.
I didn't even go to Hobby Lobby.
Wow.
Every item came from Dollar Tree, like ornaments, the glass bowl, everything came from Dollar Tree. I didn't have to order nothing in. Ironically, I guess since it's still early, everything was at Dollar Tree. It wasn't even a situation to be going from store to store. So the overall experience, 10 over 10, because it wasn't, I was not inconvenienced in no kind of way. It was just the fact that the end picture didn't. So I kind of want to ask those who are really heavy into it, like, do y'all always end up looking like the real picture and what you really... I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because is that something that's even a desire in there, or that? Because most of the time when I saw comments, or when I think comments, is where did you get it from, or add the links. I don't think I saw. They could be like, man,
did y'all come out the way she said?
Yeah, I'll go back and look, because I've never thought for comments on that. You know, we quick to jump into that's where all the juice really happens in comments on other stuff. But I didn't think if people was coming back to say if theirs came out like that. But what I
found and stuff like where people are creating stuff, I'm trying to like see if stuff really worked or whatever. And it's just a lot of people watching it for entertainment. Like, you did that and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
for likes and shares, right? Yeah, if the comment section actually hold what I'm looking for,
then
but. And like I said, I think for those who do it, or the more I do it, the more maybe creative, or I'll add a spin to it, or and it could be a situation where I'm gluing differently than she did, you know, because it took forever for me to understand. I think, and you even who shared it with me, when it came to cooking, ideally I'm gonna buy whatever pot, or I'm not in Macy's, or I'm not in JCPenney looking at a $80 pot versus $20 pot. A pot is a pot. Until you or somebody told me your food tastes better when you use a better brand of a pot. The better pot. I got it from somewhere. Right? Yeah, I got it from somewhere, and I was just like, oh, my egg is fluffier in this pot, in this skillet, than my great value skillet. So it could just be techniques, you know what I'm saying, to master the whole do-it-yourself, or just ways of flipping, flapping.
They're high quality.
I have no idea. But listen, cheap pots is not it if you want it to
maximize the taste of your food.
Yeah. It's buy a better pot or expensive pot. And that's what I say, it could be down that line of, you know, when it comes to crafting, your technique, your style of how you doing it, versus me. She gave the items, did the steps, and it was just like me trying to remember, okay, glue there, put that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Be like, okay,
nah, I saw it. It was just like, because it was
like, with her.
No!
Out there one time.
Yeah, and that's what I say. Maybe that's it too. I need to, because that's like a 40-second clip. That's all they gave me. Right. And then, you know, they fast forward through it anyway. So it wasn't really just looking at it. So
like, but here,
right
here. You're like, oh, you have to do that.
In reality, it could be a situation. You got to let this sit after you glue it for 10 minutes.
Just told me, come back.
Yeah. Maybe that's why mine didn't look like that.
Yeah, right.
Now I feel better.
He was like,
I did all of it in 10 minutes. I did it all. So that's wrong.
Dog, I can only imagine the moment when you opened up what she did for the second time.
No, it's the lighting. It's not my work. It's the lighting.
It wasn't me. I found it.
It took me 10 minutes start to finish. Start to finish.
And you went to the store.
So. Yeah, I got exactly what this woman said.
Yeah.
And unless she capped and the ornaments really came from Michael's, but they was the same ornaments.
Right?
Yeah, it just didn't look
glue
like
too?
It.
Same glue?
Nah, it was just ready. She said use a glue gun, so I had a glue gun already.
That was everything.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I'm gonna figure it out. Like, give you an update on my next one. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because again, on the scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 7.
Okay.
And so why it didn't discourage me. It was just kind of like, oh, that everything. It's that, but it's not that. Yeah. It's that. Okay. Yeah, but it's not that. So, but
you gonna do a Christmas item? Or?
I feel like that stuff is easier versus something cosmetic in your house or trying to do something. I got to
Right.
start small.
Might be permanent or
Again,
something.
Dollar Tree was no investment.
Yeah, it was great. 10 minutes.
$10, 10 minutes.
Zit.
Couldn't read it.
Zit.
An hour. An hour total to
flavor.
do everything. So yeah, I wasn't. It was just like, oh, okay. And you know, you look at stuff like that and you've been like, oh, if I would have started in Target, I would have spent the same $30 for
Yeah.
it. So again,
Nothing.
there was no loss at all. So that's my story on.
Oh my God.
Doing your
That's
stuff
funny
project.
too, because when I first got on TikTok, within the first week, I made a peach cobbler, a 2-can peach cobbler, some quick shoot.
It is that right?
Nah, like you, probably 6.5, and all the dough wasn't even cooked. I said nah, but she said leave it in there for 30 to 35 minutes. I'm over here disappointed. It's more my
something to
experience.
that.
Yeah. I was like, damn, haven't baked nothing since. Not TikTok, not at all.
I ain't wasting my time.
Yes, I was very disappointed. It was too easy, I guess.
Yes, and I think that's what it is, that convenience and microwave. Like, you can get this in 5 minutes and here your dumb ass go. Yo,
That peach cobbler sat up there for a good 8 days. I was like, let me go and take all of this and throw this away.
And my little
That's
ornament,
right.
I put it on my desk at my job.
Yo, wait a minute. Oh, how small was it? I'm thinking
It was a
medium.
little tower.
Large.
It's a little tower.
Was it
It had
tower?
ornaments and it had like a glass globe, and she just glued it in. It was really made for like
Okay.
centerpieces or something
Oh,
if you
okay.
were doing a dinner. And for me, I was gonna sit it on the entertainment center.
Oh, that's gonna be cute. It would have looked fine. You didn't have to take it to work.
I didn't want to throw it away. And it was just
You
kind
wanna
of
use
like
it to
I was,
be-
I was proud of my first one there.
Right.
In the
That's
sense
what
of
it
being
sounds like.
proud, I was proud of it. But at the same time, I was like, all right, maybe I'll put it at work. Yeah, it'll be all right.
Her shit, her house is so decorated so well. There's high quality standards, so I'm not surprised it got the boot. So okay,
I put it on my desk at the job, so we'll see.
it's good for work. Well, I didn't know this. We both know one of the worst pictures you've taken of me is on the plane. I just thought about the other pictures of you when I was making that face. But anyway,
The sad face.
the neck pillow, the U was supposed to be under. Where's the U?
Right. And
I thought it was like
naturally-
this.
Yeah.
But it's
And
supposed to be like this.
It's supposed to, I think it's supposed to go here.
And you're supposed to just sleep like this? Or
When anytime or when it was a big thing on the planes, it was on the back of people's head.
or just on your neck?
On your neck like
Like
this.
a-
yeah. Like
magnet
a
or
U.
something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, because if I
Hey,
if the person neck was like this,
so the picture that I took of you, where is it at? It's like this on you?
and I thought about, should I post this picture?
Oh, y'all gonna laugh.
I
If
know,
you
it was
decide
so
to.
cute. It looked
If you decide
dumb.
to.
I was sleeping good.
Ooh.
Whatever. So I might, I don't know. I put it like here around my neck.
But it had a hood on it.
Yeah, I
so,
thought that was cool. What they got to do
so-
with anything?
But I'm saying, how was it made on that pillow
don't know.
on that picture?
Attached.
Is it here?
No, that's true too.
Yeah.
For it to be a hoodie, it has to be. Yeah.
Okay. And I remember it being purple.
Yes.
She
my
was
favorite
she
color.
was on this plane, y'all.
I liked it. It was like a hoodie neck.
And the
pillow.
best thing about it was a lady. Do you remember the lady sitting next to you?
She was just looking at Ma'am, I'm comfortable in my hoodie.
I'm trying to think
I
of how I
know
just
that.
put mine on my. I think I put it on the back when I just went to homecoming.
Really? See? And I'm
Yeah.
guessing it's because of the maybe when your chin goes forward sleep. Because it might depend on the person. You might want
Right.
to have your head back.
And see, I leaned. I had it. I know I did. I know exactly how I had it now. I had it on the back, but more so shifted this way because I had a window seat and I had it up against the
Oh, I
thing,
wouldn't even thought
and it was
that.
just like this, so I wouldn't sleep straight up to where it would go, either way. But a friend of mine
something-
sleep with it, like it's in her
Oh.
bed. Yeah,
I feel like my
because she
neck
would
hurt.
get because she sleeps with it because she would have crooks in her neck, so
Which
that
I
supports
get.
her.
Oh, I'm glad
do
you said that.
Try
I
it.
need to really.
Try it. It's
But
in
it's
her
after
bed.
I woke in the. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she sleeps with it before the light or the night light or the light go off. It's like
And then
and fall asleep. Yeah, so she don't wake up. Because think about it, if you sleep with it on, that's your neck being supported throughout your entire sleep. So
If you don't move when you sleep. Because if you wake
I typically don't. And I'm a stomach sleeper,
I
so I
might
typically
flip over.
Yeah.
And reshift or something.
I don't usually move in my sleep. But even so, I don't see it coming off completely.
But I'd have to redo something. I don't know. But I do. Like,
Oh, you get crook in your neck?
I wake up and be like, oh man, how'd I sleep? And for a couple of days at least, I'll feel
Really?
it.
Oh, that's awful.
But not during night. Yeah, I don't know if I even feel it in the bed. It's interesting. But I
Yeah.
definitely know it came from sleeping weird, I guess.
And now when I want, see that, now you got me really thinking. Because I even want to say the one that I had on when I just flew, it had like a snap at the bottom.
Oh. Hold up. So you had some under your chin?
No, so it still would have went here, but I could have snapped it in the back so that it don't move
Like a
or
neck
shift.
brace.
Yeah, it was just like a little button though. It was a small button.
Okay.
It had a little tab on it because I remember, like, you know how you move somewhere and you're like, what the hell is this? And I just looked at it, I was like, what the hell is this? And I just still put it on, and then I remember just leaning over up against the window. But yeah, but it was still on the back like this, and I just leaned. Because like you say, but that would feel so odd if it was in front of you, like a bib or something.
Right.
If it was sitting this way. I gotta go back to the picture now to see where yours was. But I want to say it was on the back because I remember more than anything. I remember the hood.
Yeah, right.
I remember the hood.
I'm probably the only person in the war.
I remember that lady sitting right next to you.
That was a one-time thing, but I thought at the time
That junk was
it
funny.
makes sense.
Took me out. Can't stop laughing. That is in the
I
top.
was like, this bitch. Look, as soon as we land. Look.
Oh,
And you see the lady?
anytime I get to show somebody without being around, I'm gonna show somebody. So if she posts that picture, y'all are in for a
Paid on
treat.
my pics.
Because let me tell you, that is hilarious.
Let's see.
Neck pillow, does it go in the front or the back? We have to do a poll.
I think it depends on the person and the comfort level that they want. That's what I'm gonna go with.
We have to be able to look it up though when we done.
Well, that's where I got it from. Just saying, probably one of those memes. You was today years old
When you found
exactly.
They're my favorite one though.
So,
They're my favorite one.
mhm.
Dog, which one did I saw one.
Don't let you think again.
What's yours?
The Sunday ice cream sundae. Is it the Sunday? Damn, it's not even it. Yeah, it's something like that.
No, I saw one.
The Chinese box got one.
Chinese
Weird way.
box.
You gotta open it a different way than we've been opening, and it does something like.
Dang, I want to say mine have to do with the can opener or something. Something random. Oh, no, I'll tell you what it is. So the pasta, the strainer.
Yeah.
Naturally, I put the strainer in the sink and I pour the pasta inside of the bowl, inside the sink. When in reality, you're supposed to have your pot and you put the strainer inside the pot and then flip it over.
Oh, okay. But it might not fit every pot.
No, I mean naturally if you're doing a noodle pot,
right.
yes, it fits it perfectly.
Sure. Right.
It fits it perfectly.
Oh, well, I gotta start doing this.
Yes, do it. Okay. Yes, it's you literally supposed to submerge the strainer into the pot. Click down on both handles and then flip it there. The noodles
They're
maintain.
close. The handles are close.
Yes, they spot on with each other. They are spot on.
Oh, I guess I can see that. Okay.
They are spot on with
that.
each other. Yeah. Versus because. For forever, I poured into the strainer.
Mine is even worse. I just take it and I just let it drip through the holes. I just circle it. And I'm like, so it's got to be a better way. But I'm like, we here now. Let's just wait for the water.
Just let it go out.
Yeah.
No. It's another one though. I love those. I was today years old when I found out, or when somebody can show you something that you've been doing wrong your whole life.
The cupcake. They say you can take a cupcake and like flip it to where the icing is in the middle and then put it back together like a sandwich.
What?
And I don't know if that's the correct way to eat it, and I'm thinking about it, but it's like, okay, you can have a little cake.
Really?
Yeah, real cupcake eaters know. Like, that's my shit.
Yeah, I'm going
with the
for
traditional
it.
way.
What?
Yeah, you can make it a sandwich.
Oh, wow. Huh.
But
how? Realistically.
you just take half of the bread part and then flip it on top of the icing.
I guess I have to have it in my hand to really know.
Just in your head, take off the icing.
Take off the icing.
And then cut the...
Who's doing all that work?
Somebody who wants a cake version of their cupcake.
No.
You gotta put
that
the work
takes away
in.
from the whole idea of it being...
Getting the cake. It's like, oh, thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you for the cake. Okay, let me take this out. Let me flip, measure. Meanwhile, somebody else is already enjoying
your cupcake is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Although I did see something about how you can cut cake in multiples versus, and then it spreads out. Dang, I'm gonna have to show it to you. I can't really describe
it. Like stretches a smile.
Yes.
But you probably getting smile.
No, so this is the thing that it did. Number one, it evenly dispersed it for everybody to have the same size piece, and then the other thing,
cake?
Yes, it was in a circle cake, and it was just like, oh wow, I never thought of that
like
the whole time, like, and it was just like, dang, really? We've been doing this wrong the whole for forever. But, and I want to say, I'll tell you exactly how it starts off. So, naturally, you go into, here's your cake. You going from the middle piece, and then you doing like this, right? No. They start like this. You're cutting it like this straight across.
Okay, like rectangle.
And then, no, well, yeah, kind of.
Eventually.
Kind of, because they went straight down. And then they went across. And then you have like these perfectly even squares. Like, I never seen
all the way around. Everybody's getting the same
Everybody's getting like the same. When you look at it and the way they was able to cut it and get done with it, it was just like, I have to cut cake like that from now on. And it was not only was we all getting the same size, but it was evenly proportional. It spread out. Then you got a big old hunk. You got a little slither. But then you have people that, I don't want the corner and I don't want that much icing. But if you just literally,
but then they just
trying to,
plates.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And here's my last one before we're done. It's a new show. It's on VH1. I have to tell you to record it. It's pretty much about hacks and shortcuts.
Okay.
Pretty much of like ways of doing stuff, but not really doing stuff without, it being painfully obvious. And it's super, it's dope. It's like, so, and then I've only caught the one, but because, we streaming. I'm a streamer. Okay, well, so it's like.
But it's like it's great. The first one, they hook you in.
So I watched it on YouTube just to see the clips, to see when it was, so it wasn't a whole episode. You know me, I love her watching ahead or getting an idea, but it's literally like little trinkets of, like I say, taking shortcuts or like little tabs or little 1-2s that you didn't know existed. Kind of how, like I say, with the whole I was this year's old, and the one that they showed was something which is my favorite, pizza. And me, I love a pizza, and naturally when you get a pizza, it's piping hot, pretty much. And they showed how to avoid never burning the roof of your mouth for pizza eaters is to fold it. Think about folding it.
Oh.
Exactly. And you got crust. And when you bite, you naturally, it's not the toppings, it's you getting like crust on crust, and you're still able to enjoy it, and you'll never burn the roof of your mouth. So it's literally like little shortcuts, or I want to say it's did you know this, or things to take with you or something. It's a tricky
on VH1.
On VH1, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh wow, when you sit back and you start realizing like little stuff that the other one was lady was having a wedding and she had all these guests, bruh, and she was just saying how expensive the wedding cake was in relation to what she was about to have to pay for a wedding cake. And when I tell you, this woman, speaking of cake, had this dummy cake, and the cake, it was like literally a slither of only what the husband and the wife cut. And you could literally see them, because anyway, and you want to see, or you want that picture of them cutting the cake or eating it out of each other, eating it from one another on the plate. And they literally cut this one slice, gave each other the slice, they took it back, and they had like 12 sheet cakes, and that's what they put. That's what she served. And it was just like, imagine that.
Nigga, hell no. I want that cake.
But you wouldn't have known once you moved it out of the way.
Well, no, how do you know?
No, it was like she took it back to like the kitchen. It was like the service, because this was like a nice wedding. Like, I ain't gonna say multi-million, but it was in her confessional, she was just saying how she wanted to put emphasis on maybe the alcohol part or the live entertainment or the DJ versus $10,000 on the cake.
Oh, so all they saw really was the sheet cake too.
No, all they saw was the dummy cake. All they saw the dummy cake.
And brought out.
They only saw the dummy cake. So it was like, oh, what a beautiful cake. And naturally, it's rare that you see somebody cut a real cake at the wedding right there in front of you. They always kind of come back, and here was this magnificent cake. It was like they took layers and layers, and they took it all back, and then when they brought out, Walmart sheet cake.
That is great. Wow.
And it was like different flavors, and she was like,
"I got a better cake, probably."
Exactly. And she was like, she felt even better about the decision she made because people complimented the cake, like, "Oh my God, the cake was so good. Where did you get the cake from?"
Wow.
It was moist. And I was like, "Dang, would you imagine that?" So yeah, the whole show is surrounded around like cutting corners in ways that it's not the obvious, or the little stuff like I say with the pizza, and it was 30 minutes, and I say it was probably like 5 different things, and it just intrigued you, like, oh shit, what else out there? What else?
What I've been doing wrong?
Literally, when she said when she went cake shopping, the cake to feed the guests that she had there was gonna cost her a nice little bit, and she ended up buying like 12 sheet cakes, like a whole, but a whole sheet cake is a sheet, so imagine buying 12 of those to accommodate
your guests. No.
It was just like, okay.
And it wouldn't have been appreciated.
No. Or imagine leftover cake. I'd rather have you throw away this $20 cake.
Right, for real.
A layer that cost me $200.
Somebody eating his.
No way. Yeah.
Have you heard of people freezing the
top layer? Yeah, Tadarius did. When I saw him, he was saying they was excited to do it because they're coming up on their 1 year in February. So they got married in February, and he was like, it was he was complaining and excited because he was like, it's taking up a good portion of their freezer at home. But he was like, babe, the lady, he was like the person that they got, which was nice to know that, small business, even us as entrepreneurs, that people go over and beyond. The person that made his cake made sure at the wedding that she stayed behind, or she came back, I guess, when it was time of the cutting of the cake, to make sure the top layer was removed so that it didn't get cut and give to the guests. And on site, she went ahead and like wrapped it to secure it, to preserve it for the year and put it in a freezer. So
I've heard people say it don't taste too different too.
Really?
So, surprisingly,
yeah. He literally said that she came back and did it, made sure it was done, and told them, like, even the instructions, like, all right, 3 days before, go ahead and remove it from the freezer, make sure it's thawed out. Yeah, start to finish. Okay. So yeah. That's
what's up.
I think people still do it though. It is still a thing that people, just one of those that's passed down. Keep.
And the whole, what is it? Something blue, something borrowed, something new. As far as wedding tradition.
I didn't have nothing blue on my wedding when I did my photo shoot.
You had the other ones?
Of course, something new.
I remember asking you that, and I think you did have something for each category. I don't know.
I don't think I had nothing blue though. I didn't have nothing blue. Something borrowed.
I
know, something to match it up, but no, I don't think I had nothing. Probably, of course, something borrowed, something new, but I don't think I had the blue part down. Yeah, but everything else maybe check marked, or kind of did. Even the cake though, we just had that small cake, so I don't have a piece. But Josh's not a cake eater though either.
See, you got time to be wasted.
Couldn't be bothered.
That was good. That was
Yay!
well. Do I do the chant or the? I don't know. No, not on here. Bye, y'all. Thank you. Peace.